Hi, you guys. So I'm back. So I wanted to just get into this isn't a tarot read video. I just wanted to get into the story about my tattoo because if you guys have watched my other videos, then you guys know the rant that I went on about my fucking nightmare with getting my tattoos. So I don't know. It's just like I've had a history with tattoos. Like I could write a whole fucking book at this point with just my experiences when it came to getting tattoos done. This particular time where I just got this one done. It's still like in the healing process. I just got it done a few days ago, and it is like almost like the galaxy or whatever, but it's like a what do you call that? A constellation, but my brother's nickname is made out of it or whatever. I like it. I like the color scheme. I like where he was going with the tattoo. I paid $180 for it. Um, I like it a lot. I will be honest. I do like it. But do I think it was a $180 tattoo? No, I don't. Um, um, the best tattoo, I have quite a few tattoos. I got moon phases. I got a paintbrush, palette or whatever, because I like to paint. And I got this tattoo right here, Miss Monroe. Back then, I used to be an author, and that was my pen name, Miss Monroe. And plus, because I'm from Monroe, Louisiana, it has nothing to do with Marilyn Monroe, by the way. And I got a fleur de lis. This one I got in Texas. It looks like a bird more than it does a fleur de lis, but that's okay. Mexican guy did that one, but out of all my tattoos that I have, the one on my leg is like a snake gliding from one leg to the other. And that is like the best tattoo that I have ever had done. And the guy took his time. This is the guy that I kind of fell out with that tried to date me. And he was like, he was from California. He looked Hispanic, but he was mixed race, he said. He was mixed with black and a whole lot of other shit. But if you saw him, you would think he was a Mexican. But anyway, he did dope. And he only charged me like $125. I said, I don't know if he didn't know his worth, but that could have easily, the tattoo that I have on my leg could have easily been a $300 tattoo, bitch. But he just moved out here, and the people, this is a black owned tattoo shop that I was going to. The matter of fact, I got several tattoos done from them. The owner herself did this moon phase and this paintbrush palette, whatever. But this particular time, I guess she wasn't comfortable doing the tattoo that I wanted to have done on my leg, so she ended up letting him do it, which I'm glad she did because he did an awesome job. It took him some hours, and I had to come back and have him finish it, but he took his time. It was thorough. I love how detailed he was with it. Beautiful tattoo. Beautiful tattoo. But this particular one right here, so I'm a very, very different type of person. Like I'm all for, because I'm an artist too. I briefly went to school for art. I briefly went to school for fashion design. Um, I'm into like tarot readings and spell work. That's an art form itself, okay? I'm a very artsy individual. I'm an artist in more ways than one. So I understand it when when a tattoo artist says, hey, I like your idea, but let me show you what I can do to enhance your vision, or, you know what I mean? Do something that's different, because I'm a very different type person. I like things that look different from, I like things that does not look like what somebody else has. Like I like to be unique. So like when she did this, on my ear, this industrial piercing a few days ago on my ear, I actually love that because at first I wanted it done across here, but the way my ear is set up, it's like it wouldn't work. So I said, well, how about if I do it there? When she said there's only actually, besides me, two other people in my town that has this type of a piercing done. So I was all for it, y'all. Like I'm completely different. Like I love being different. I love standing out, being different. So when the goth guy, gave me the idea, because at first what I wanted was, I wanted some stars and some moons, but I wanted the stars to kind of be I wanted the stars to be kind of shaded in different colors, but I wanted it to flow from like this shoulder, like maybe starting right here, flowing up, like almost flowing, like going into like a burst of like stars and moons on my neck. And I wanted it to go to like maybe right here, and somewhere in there, the girl that did my piercing, she said that you should get your brother's name, because I told her, I said I want to get my brother's name incorporated in the tattoo. She said you should do it like inside of a constellation, and I was like, that'll be dope. So I used her idea for that, and I wanted it to kind of flow almost like going like a shooting star on my neck, but in his name. So I let the artist, because he said he wanted to do the color scheme or whatever. And he said it'll be different. It'll be something unique and different. And I said, okay. So at first, when he was explaining it to me, I thought it was going to, like, he was going to have it flow, like, on my neck, like, going like that, maybe. But I didn't know that he was just going to tuck it, like, behind my ear. I'm kind of glad he did, because that is different. I do like it. I like the way it looks. I will be honest, I do. But is it a $180 tattoo? Because this is the way they did it. Okay, so when I first went to the tattoo shop, right, he heard the girl that's the piercer girl. She said, okay, we're going to have you go with, the guy's name is Corey. And the people in front of me, she told them first, okay, you're going to go with Corey. Then she came to me and she asked me what was I having done. And I said, a tattoo like on my neck. She said, okay, I'm going to get you with Corey. And she said it loud. He was there, like standing not far from her when she said it. And so he kept looking at me. And I wonder why he kept looking at me. Didn't approach me not once. He went to the people in front of me and that was it. And walked away like that was it. And I'm just looking like, I'm just standing there looking like, okay. I'm thinking like, okay, well, maybe he's got to go do something. And maybe he'll come back and talk to me. So by the time I get to, the girl calls me to the front desk to ask what I was having done. And I said, I'm waiting on Corey. And she goes, okay. And she goes and get him. So finally he comes out and he's trying so hard to talk me out of getting a tattoo done. Like, I don't know if he just did. I kind of feel like he was uncomfortable, because if you go on his Instagram page, there's not one black person on there or a person of color. Now, there were some people that went to him that were like, looked like they were Hispanic, but still, there ain't no black people. Like, I just don't think that he was very comfortable tattooing black people. But bitch, if you've been tattooing for 11 years, then you should be comfortable. Your experience should have a wide range of people that you should be experienced in working with. And plus, this is the South. This is Louisiana. I'm from a small racist ass town. And so he kept trying to get out of doing it, and I was just like, and then he said, yeah, some kids. It's just the references that he kept saying. Like, he was like, some kids that want to grow up and be a rapper, but, they ended up working at Burger King. And it's just like, no, he said McDonald's. And he said, they want to be a rapper and they want to get this tattoo done on their neck. And they end up not being a rapper. They ended up being, you know what I mean? It's just like the references that he kept making, I guess, like, I don't know if he was trying to get me to relate or what. So I'm just looking at him like, I'm a grown-ass motherfucking woman. And not only that, but I work for myself. And even when I did work 9 to 5, I worked in a salon. I was a barber. I cut hair for a living. Like, it's still like, it's not that different from what you do. It's art. But it's still in the hair industry. I worked with so many bitches that have so many piercings and tattoos all over their body when I worked in the salon. And it's like, even if I have to go back to a 9 to 5, the type of work that I do, it will be okay. It's not like I'm working at a corporate job. That's not me. I'm not no corporate type of bitch. Like, I'm a free spirit. Like, I'm an artist, okay? So anyway, so we finally get makes my appointment. I go back. Then at first I thought it was going to be like 8 o'clock that Monday morning, but he said 8 p.m. So I said, yeah, that's fine. So I go to my appointment. He didn't get, I understand, they make the appointments. I'm pretty sure he probably made 3-4 other people the same appointment time as me, but they never like start their appointments on the scheduled time that they give you. They just want you to basically be there. So my appointment time was 8 o'clock. He really didn't get me back there till about 10 something. So I waited like 2.5 hours to even be seen. So finally, when I did go back there, he starts on my tattoo or whatever. And y'all, I've never had a tattoo on my arm. I got my first tattoo when I was 14. My name on my shoulder, okay? Bitch, I ain't trying to say that I'm sleeved the fuck up, like I'm just the expert in getting tattoos done. But bitch, I have quite a few tattoos. And big tattoos, small tattoos, medium tattoos. When he was doing my tattoo, you guys, I was literally shaking the whole fucking time he was doing my tattoo. My whole body was shaking. Okay. And I will be honest, because I suffer from anxiety. And, I'm the type of person when someone makes me feel a certain way, I kind of like tense up a little bit. And because I could already feel, because I'm an energy reader, I can already kind of feel like he wasn't really comfortable doing my tattoo anyway. Baby, when he starts doing my tattoo, he starts bringing up like, he turns the thing on behind the music. It was like New Kids on the Block. And he starts talking about Marky Mark and, his brother Danny, and saying, yeah, they grew up like, it was like they did a hate crime, and they beat up some Asian kid, and he said that no matter what someone has done, if they grew up and they've learned from what they did and they changed as a person, he doesn't hold that against them. And I'm just like, okay, good for you. Okay, he's just bringing up all of this racial stuff, and it was just like, bitch, I just want to get a fucking tattoo done. I didn't come here for all of this. So, and then he starts talking about like, it was just kind of like the undertone, the undertone of the conversation was based on race. And it's like, I'm not saying that he was meaning any harm by that. Here in the South, it's like a lot of people grow up so close-minded and so in a box here that they don't see anything outside their box. So when they're presented with someone that looks different from them, from a different culture, it's almost like they don't know how to receive that. So they start trying to have conversation. And even if they're not trying to offend you, like they're trying to relate to you, but at the same time, they're not trying to offend you, but little do they know they're kind of offending you. It was like that. So I'm just like, at this point, I'm just like, so how long have you been doing tattoos? I'm just trying to like change the subject, because I'm just like, I don't want to talk about this shit. I don't give a fuck about any of this that you're saying. Bitch, I'm just here to get a tattoo. So we ended up having good conversation, and he even told me, because I told him about what I do, and he just told me about him being goth and how the owner of the tattoo shop didn't really take well to him, even though he's made this man so much money, and how the man always just talks down to him, and how he was the black sheep in his family. And I said, okay, I can relate to that, because I'm the same way. My brother's funeral just passed, and the whole time my uncle, who's a preacher, was standing up there. Well, my aunt's husband, who's a preacher, was condemning the fuck out of me in front of the whole congregation. And not only that, but after the funeral, some of my uncles, like my mom's brothers, were all like, you still do that? You still into witchcraft? And just, you know what I mean? It was just so I was just telling him about that. And I was like, I know how it feels to be the black sheep, and, for people to look down upon you because of what you do. Because he was saying that his family didn't look down. They wanted him to go to school and get an education and get a normal job. They didn't consider him being a tattoo artist a normal job. And so we just kind of related to that or whatever, like as far as that goes. But y'all, I've never had a tattoo. If you guys have had a tattoo on your neck before, please comment below, because is it supposed to hurt that bad? I don't know if he felt like because I was black, like my skin may have been thicker or what, but y'all, my whole body was literally shaking. Like I had to make him stop a couple times so that I could catch a breather, if anybody that knows me, I got this done. It didn't even fucking flinch. Like, anybody that knows me knows that I can take pain. My tolerance for pain is very high. But when he was doing my tattoo, y'all, it felt like he was trying to jam that fucking tattoo gun inside my fucking neck. It hurt so bad. So bad. And yes, there was like blood drawn by the time he finished. I'm like, it was horrible. It was horrible. So sometimes when someone has an underlying like racism towards a certain race, and if they like, I don't know if people think that black women or black people in general can tolerate pain. Like, I don't know what it is, but I don't know if there was a like underlying like hatred there, that he was just like kind of just, you know what I mean, just beating the fuck up on my neck because of the fact that he didn't want to tattoo a black person. I don't know. I'm not going to sit up here and judge the man, because at the end of the day, we hit it off, and he ended up telling me that, like, around Halloween time they do like a haunted house. He said he was gonna try to talk to the owner of the tattoo shop into letting me like set up my own little tarot reading booth and have people come in and me do tarot readings for them and stuff like that. And he was even saying that he was working on getting his own tattoo shop. I don't know if he was just talking out of his ass or what, but he was just saying that he would love to have me as his in-house tarot reader. And he wanted to do like, I don't know, I kind of started calling bullshit when he was just like, he wanted to do like poetry, like spoken word poetry and all of this. And this is like a gothic dude that's dressed in all black, pale, with the white out eyes, and he wears the gothic makeup. And I'm just like, you like spoken word? Like, I know it's all an art form and I'm not trying to judge, but I don't know. I don't know if he was just blowing smoke up my ass or what, because I even texted him yesterday and told him like, I love my tattoo. I love the way it's coming out, but can you just kind of define the words a little bit more? He didn't respond to me. And his girlfriend, his fiance that works as his assistant, follows me on my Instagram. And she was nice. You know, she was nice. But I just don't know. I just said, you know what? It is what it is. It was an experience that I don't really care to have again. You know, it's just, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So I talked about like wanting to do something like a High Priestess tarot card, you know, on my arm or something. Because he was saying that he did something like that before. And I said, well, cool, then you could probably do that. But I don't know. I just, I don't know. It's just something that I just don't know if I will do again, at least not there. Like, every time I've gotten my piercings done there was on point. The girl was very nice, very knowledgeable, very professional. He was too. I'm not going to say that I didn't dislike him, because I actually felt bad for him as I was listening to his story. It's just that I didn't, you know, they gave me the pricing. I guess he gave the people the pricing for how much my tattoo was going to be. But even at that time, it's like, I'm paying you guys blindly because y'all don't know. Even though I've explained to them what I wanted, I just didn't know that he would change up completely what I originally wanted and gave me. You know what I mean? I'm not complaining about that, because I mean, he did show it to me after he had it drawn out, and it is what it is. I can't take that back. I can't get my money back because it's done. But let me know, you guys, if you guys have any experience, like tattoo experiences. And you guys already know about the other incident at the other place I had, but the girl was trying to, it was just, would I get another tattoo done by a white person in my hometown? Fuck no. Because when I moved back down to New Orleans in a few months after my lease is up in November, I probably won't get another tattoo until I get down there, because I've not had any good experiences with any tattoos here at all. At all. Anyway, I will be back with some more tarot readings, you guys. I just wanted to like tell you guys about my little experience. My little tattoo nightmares experiences that I don't wish to have again.